Hi guys, this is going to be the tutorial that's going to show you how to do this shells and ladder stitch. And to do this stitch you can use any ply yarn. I'm using 4-ply yarn, which is 10-ply for Australia, and you can use any size hook that the yarn recommends. I'm using a 5mm hook or size H hook for the US. The multiples of this stitch is 8 plus 6. And what that means is that you're going to chain loosely in sets of 8, 8, 8, 8 until you reach your desired width. And once you have, you chain 6 more and you'll be ready to begin row 1. Okay, so I have my multiples of 8 and I have it the width that I want. So I'm going to go ahead and chain 6 more. Remember to chain loosely. 4, 5, and 6. So now that's my plus 6. And now I'm ready to begin row 1. For row 1, you want to do a double crochet in the 10th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, in the 10th chain from the hook. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. In that 10th one, we're going to work our first double crochet. Now we're going to turn this into our first V-stitch. So you'll want to chain 1 and double crochet in that same space. V-stitches will be double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Then you'll chain 2, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and then this 4th chain over, you want to put a double crochet. Okay, so we're going to begin our first repeat. So this will be what you'll be repeating, I should say. So what you'll do is you'll chain 2, skip 3, and the 4th chain over, you're going to work your V-stitch, which is a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet worked in the same stitch. Then you're going to chain 2 again, skip 3, in the 4th chain you'll put a double crochet, and that's our first repeat. Then you'll repeat that again all the way down your row. So you'll chain 2, skip 3, in the 4th chain here you're going to work your V-stitch. Then you'll chain 2 again, skip 3, and in the 4th chain, which should be your very last chain of the row, you'll put a double crochet. And that ends row 1. Okay, for row 2, you want to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and turn. And in this V-stitch from the previous row, you're going to work a V-stitch. So you're going to work 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, worked all in that same stitch. So V-stitch worked in the V-stitch. Then you'll chain 2, and then on the post of the single double crochet you're going to want to do a front post double crochet. And how you do that is you yarn over, you pick up that post, and then you will do a double crochet worked onto the post. It's called a front post double crochet. Then when you get done with your front post double crochet, you'll chain 2 and work another V-stitch in the V-stitch. Then after your V-stitch again, you'll chain 2 and you're going to work a front post double crochet onto the double crochet. Then again you'll chain 2, work a V-stitch in your V-stitch. And then you'll chain 2, and to end your row you want to chain in the you want to double crochet in the 3rd chain over. So you're going to count 1, 2, and in this 3rd chain you want to put a double crochet, and that will end row 2. You want to begin by chaining 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, then turn. And the first V-stitch here, you want to work 2 double crochets, then you'll chain 1, and then you'll work 2 double crochets. It's like the V-stitch that we did before, but you're going to add 1 more double crochet to each side of the V-stitch. So this time you'll have 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Then this time you're only going to chain 1 and work your front post. I'm sorry, this time it'll be a back post, because you can see it's pushed back. So when it's on the back side like this, you're going to go in front of the stitch and push it back and work that back post double crochet. Then again, you're only going to be chaining 1 in between your V-stitches this time. And your V-stitches this time will be 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, and then again you'll chain only 1 after, and you'll work your back post double crochet onto the post of your last. And you're going to continue this for your whole row. So I'm going to work for me, wait, after my double back post double crochet, you want to chain 1, and then you'll work your V-stitch of 2 double crochets. Ugh, keep losing my hook. Then chain 1 and 2 double crochets. And then after that you'll chain 1 again, and then you'll skip one of the chains. So this is the ending chain 4. You'll skip the first chain and you'll double crochet in the next. And that will end row 3. Okay, for row 4, and by the way, the repeats is rows 2 through 9. So we're on row 4. We need to chain 3 and turn. Now we're not going to be doing any more chaining before and after our V-stitch things like we were doing before. So no chaining after. It's just going to be working in the V-stitches. You'll put 7 double crochets in your V-stitches, and then on the post of your double crochets here, you'll be working a front post double crochet on, because you're on the front side this time. So working in our V-stitch right away, and we're going to put 7 double crochets worked in that same space. So you got 4, 5, 6, and 7. Once you have your 7 double crochets, I'm going to grab up my post and do a front post double crochet. And then again, no chaining. You're going to go right into your double crochet, right into your V-stitch and start your 7 double crochets. And then after that, you'll do your front post. You'll do that all the way to the end, and I'll show you how to end row 4. Okay, I'm at the end of row 4, and just like you did before with the ending chain 4, you're going to skip the first chain and double crochet in that second chain. And that will end row 4. Okay, for row 5, you want to chain 3, turn, and then in this beginning double crochet, you'll work a double crochet. Then you'll chain 2, and now we're going to be working a double crochet worked in that middle, the very middle of the 7 double crochets you have here. So you can count over to the 4th double crochet if you want. So you can count 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 4th one over is the center, and you're going to put a double crochet into that stitch. Then you'll chain 2. This is like a repeat of row 1, except we're working it in the stitches itself. Okay, not exactly, but it's similar. We're doing our V-stitches. We'll chain 2. We'll work our V-stitch now inside the double crochets that run down the middle here. So this one is a back post double crochet. So we're going to be working a double crochet, regular old double crochet on there. And then you'll chain 1 and put 1 more double crochet in there. Your V-stitches are now where your other stuff was. So you'll chain 2 again. This is the start of our repeat. So you'll chain 2 again. You want to find that center double crochet so you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th double crochet over to work a double crochet in that. Then you'll chain 2 and you'll be working your V-stitches now where your double crochets were last time. And it's going to be a regular old V-stitch. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And then again you'll chain 2, find the center, 1, 2, 3, 4, put your double crochet. And then you'll chain 2. And you'll repeat that down your row. When you get to the end of your row, the top of the chain 3 here, in the very first chain, the top of it, you'll work 2 double crochets in the same chain. And that will end row 5. For row 6, you'll chain 3 and turn. And again, you're going to put a double crochet in that first double crochet of the row. Then you'll chain 2. And now we're going to be working, look on your project here, these are all front post. So we want to stay with that on this side of your project, and we're going to do a front post worked on this first double crochet. Sorry about my light, it's kind of cloudy outside today, so I'm just trying to use my monitor for light and what little light I get from the windows. Okay, so after your front post double crochet, it's going to be just like you did for row 2. You're going to chain 2 and work a V-stitch inside your V-stitches. V-stitch will consist of a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And after your V-stitches, you'll chain 2, then you'll work your front post double crochets onto your regular double crochets here. Then again, you're going to chain 2 and work a V-stitch in your V-stitch. So you're going to repeat this all the way down your row, and I will show you how to end row 6. Okay, to end row 6, you want to do 2 double crochets worked in the top of the chain 3. So the very beginning chain 3 here, which is the end of our row, you'll work 2 double crochets in the top chain. And that will end row 6. Okay, for row 7, you want to begin by chaining 3 and turn. And in the very first double crochet of your row, you want to work 2 double crochets. So with the chain 3 and the 2 double crochets, you have 3 stitches there. So after that, you want to chain 1, and now we're on the back side of our double crochet, so we want to put a back post double crochet worked on the post of the double crochet. Then you'll chain 1, and now we're going to be doing our V-stitches like we did here, where we're adding 2 double crochets for our V-stitch on one side. Then chain 1, and then 2 more double crochets worked. So this row, our V-stitches are going to be two double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, and you'll be chaining 1 after, and then doing your back post double crochet. Whoops, just like we did before. After your back post double crochet, you'll also chain 1. So we're going to be chaining 1 in between, and then you'll do your V-stitch again as usual. 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, and you'll continue this down your row. Chain 1. I'll do my back post. And then again chain 1, and then to end your row, you're going to find the top of the chain 3, and then in the top of the chain 3 you'll work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And that will end row 7. And this is what it looks like. Okay, for row 8, you want to chain 3 turn, and this time in the very first double crochet of our row we're going to be working 3 double crochets in that same stitch into the very first double crochet of your row. And then you will do no chaining in between your work, so you'll have your front post, because it's front post all this row, so you'll just go in and work a front post onto your front post, and then you're going to go right into your V-stitches, no chaining, just go right into it and work your 7 double crochets just like we did last time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then without chaining, you're just going to go right in onto the post of your next double crochet and work a front post double crochet. And then you're going to go right into your V-stitch and work your 7 double crochets, and then your front post again. And then I'll show you how to end row 8. Okay, I'm at the end of my row. I just did my front post double crochet. So without chaining, you're just going to go right into the top of the chain 3 here and crochet 4 double crochets into it. So if on the top of my chain 3 here, work 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that will end row 8. Okay, for row 9, which is the last row of our repeats, it's also going to be a repeat of row 1, but we're going to be working in the stitches, so I want to show you that. So the repeats will be from row 2 to 9, which is what I'm about to show you now. So for row 9, you want to start off by chaining 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Turn. Then in your what I was calling the double crochet row, because you do front post and back post, so I'm just going to say on these single double crochet that you're doing here, your front and back post, you're going to be working your V-stitch on there this time, just like we did before. So you're going to put 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, all worked in the same stitch. Then you're going to chain 2, find that center double crochet. You can find it by counting over 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. In this 4th one, put a double crochet. Then chain 2, move over to your next double crochet area here, and you'll be working a V-stitch. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Then again, chain 2, find the center, 1, 2, 3, 4, double crochet. Chain 2, then find the double crochet area here, put your V-stitch. And here I am at the end of my row, so I'm going to chain 2, find the top of my chain 3 here, and I'm going to put 1 double crochet worked in the top of that chain 3. And that's going to be the end of your repeat. Now you can rewind the video to row 2, and it'll take you through the whole thing again. So that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like and share and comment under the video. Let me know what you think. Also, if you want to always be notified when I release a new video, you can go to my main subscribe page and my main YouTube page, and right to the right of the subscribe button is a little bell button that if you click it, you'll always be notified whenever I release a new video. If you're wanting to know what kind of hook I'm using in this video, it's a wooden furls hook, and you can order it with different kinds of wood, but if you're going to order one, I recommend you order one with an extended hook. If not, you're only going to get half the size. You can find that link down below this video. Also, I have a group on Facebook called Crochet for the Masses. It's a great group of people who love crochet. They share pictures of their projects. They share links to free patterns. You can go there and ask questions if you get lost on a pattern or something, and maybe we can help you out. It's a great place to be, so I hope I see you there. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching.